Working as intended.
Oh, hell no. Yay, class quest. I've been just working on the new class I got, trying to get them up to level 50. However, I'm level 35 now, and you get skills from your class quest. So I don't want to go and join randoms and not have all my kit, because that's kind of rude. Anyways, we'll join the fray again. Because we can get blood weapon. Frey's been waiting for you for a long time. I had a feeling you'd come by tonight, and sure enough, there you are, eager to pick up where we left off. Let's start with the question then. You must be burning with several after that last affair. What was that voice I heard? Where were you? Why were you detained by the Inquisition? What became of the old woman and your granddaughter? What was that voice I heard? Ah yes, the voice. The one you heard when you first touched the crystal. An excellent question, but difficult one to answer. Some say it is a beacon guiding the Dark Knight to her true calling. Whose is it, you ask? Only you can discover that, for each knight must hearken to a different voice. As you grow more accustomed to drawing upon your dark side, you will come to hear it more clearly. Communion will hasten the process, but we dare not conduct the rites here under the watchful eye of the Holy See. We will make for southern Thanalan for little Alamigo. Alright. Let me pick up the other quest while I'm here, though. First, we're going to talk to one of these with the really long names. Stephanivian would invite you on an expedition to Lenosha. Heading out again, back to Lenosha. Greetings, have you become practiced at defeating your foes from a distance? With the range of our weapons, even skyborn dragons will learn to respect the threat posed by a trained machinist. Despite the proven efficacy of our cannons and ballistas, however, many knights of Ishgard continue to eschew firearms in favor of the spear and the sword. The creaking chains of tradition. Hark! The great creaking I spoke of draws near. Hello. There's definitely heat and sulfur stench. I can scarcely breathe. And worse, I can scarcely bear the sight of mine own son garbed in such filthy garments. Why must you persist in this infatuation with smithing of all things? "'Tis called machinery, father, and you need not come at all if the air in the workshop so offends you. Would that I could shed this onerous duty, but as manufacturing chief, I must needs supervise its operations. Supervise? You barely visit but once a moon and relegate every management task to Frumalot. And what of it? Smithing is a commoner's profession, even as overseer is the role of a noble. As one of the four founders of Ishgard, House Halinard enjoys a privileged position, but misfortune has waged a constant war of attrition on our forces, and our claim to that position grows weak. Thus must we attend to our duties with uncommon zeal, even duties as common as this one. We shall not suffer this mean predicament forever. No, my son, you will reclaim the honor of our family with spear in hand. You must needs become a knight of skill non-pareil, and bear our flag into the field of battle. That's the spirit. Father, the face of war changes with each passing day. Soon will come a time when machinists shall form the bulk of our armies. Should you cling to these stagnant ideas of yours, you will be swept over by the wave that carries us forward. I tire of your flights of fancy, Stephanivian. Without successes to back them, your arguments ring as empty as my treasure room. The Holy See has announced a tourney. You will best serve your house by returning to the practice field and thence claiming victory in the melee. I regret that you were subject to our squabbles, but Father's attitude is sadly represented the greater part of Ishgard's populace. Their heads may as well be made from the stone of the city walls. I have, however, designed a weapon of such brilliance that the light of its potential will penetrate even the densest mind. Rosenthal and Joy will accompany me to Raincatcher Gully to gather materials for the prototype. Why don't you join us? Practicing your marksmanship in Ishgard will only invite suspicion and ridicule, and this is the perfect opportunity to receive further tutelage from Rosenthal. That you might also train under the warm rays of Lenosha's sun is simply a fortuitous boon. Alright, departing Canada again. And my Astro's at 40 because 35 doesn't have a quest for a skill. Hello. Jen Kanar believes you and he are ready for the next step in your training. Greetings, the stars tell me you have been rigorously following Leviva's training regimen, though I harbor doubts that go out and do things while I traipse about the realm constitutes a regimen. Still, she has all we have, so I suppose we have to make do, and as the stars would have it, she has just sent word that she is ready for us to attempt the opening of the second heaven's gate. You're aware of the 7 heavens, are you not? Just as there are 7 realms of the underworld, so too are there 7 realms of the firmament. Each of the first 6 represent one of the 6 basic elements: earth, ice, water, wind, lightning, and fire. The 7th and final heaven representing the element's astral polarity. The first 6 heavens are represented by the 6 constellations which each revolve around the pole star. Astrologians of the Shrine School draw on the aether contained in the celestial bodies represented in the constellations by unlocking or opening the gate to heaven that constellations correlated with. There is no actual gate. Think of it more of a portal to the soul. You are opening your mind, allowing for attunement with these distant bodies, much like one attunes with an aetherite, but on a far grander scale. Now this may come as a revelation, but Hydaelyn is not flat like most believe. It is in fact a sphere so large that when we walk upon it only appears to be flat. Because of the sphere, there are some locations better suited than others for observing certain constellations. That is what Laveva is doing right now. Find a location in which the next heaven's gate will rise to a position directly in mid-heaven where it will be easiest to attune with, and it seems she has found one near the final prayer in eastern Thanalan. Alright, off we go. Thanalan first, because we have 2 things to do there. Out in final prayer. Hello. Suddenly grouping. Here last I see, bandits have kept our Quimper busy harrying our camp since we arrived. I do believe the old man enjoys the excitement, however. I'm certain it beats wiping the arse of a noble brat whoring away his uncle's fortune while dreaming of becoming a real astrologian. Rude? I'm very well capable of wiping my own arse, thank you very much. And Quimper has never once complained of his duties. Of course he hasn't. Your uncle pays him to smile and nod, and I'm sure a comfortable position in the pillars beats chasing after cloud rats in the broom to flavor his soup. Are we here to trade banter, my lady? Because I was led to believe we'd be unlocking a Celestial Gate. You will find Quimper has a good many uses, and I haven't the faintest doubt that he will most ably handle any ruffians who happen to come stumbling about looking for prey. Now, Monica and Jana Kennard, we must be patient and wait for the constellation to reach its highest and brightest point, a point at which its flow of aether is the strongest in relation to Hydaelyn. Alright, well, I guess we wait. Glad you don't have to actually wait for specific times for the in-game time. I remember doing quests in Tree of Savior, and some of them only pop up like once every 8 hours, and only for like 15 minutes, and it's really fucking annoying. There, Monica, the balance. Focus on the constellation and tune to its power. The balance represents the heaven of fire, a realm made prosperous by the blessing of the traders, but at the same time, one whose equilibrium is maintained by the divine judgment of Azema, the warden. Azema's might will empower those who would take up their blades and meet divine punishment in the name of the sun goddess. And thus has the balance burned crimson in your heart, unlocking the gate to the second heaven. Now let us speed ourselves to the next location, Little Alamigo. Why so soon you ask? Would you rather that I had you commit yourself to another several moons of using malefics to put down hedge moles? I thought not. She's kind of sassy. Alright, double duty at Little Alamigo. Hello, Frey. Punctual as ever, I see. Communion, lest you worry, is rather simple. It's a ritual in which one nurtures the darkness within so that she may channel it more effectively in battle. Do not ever presume the risk to be any less than before. Should you partake of it in excess, you will die, or worse. So before we begin, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to kill something for me. Something feral, something fearsome which will push you to your limits. I want to see you thrive in that moment. That way I will know you are ready. Ask Gundabald. He should know of a suitable creature. Is there going to be purple stuff? There's probably going to be purple stuff. Hey, old man. Pleasure to see you again. Do you require assistance? I want to murder something. Training? Well, if you seek dangerous beasts for that purpose, then the Red Labyrinth is home to pice notorious for their size and vigor. Our trappers take great pains to avoid their nests, and those who do not bear scars for their folly. I pity the man who dies without scars, but these pies sound promising. Tell me more. They've attacked caravans loaded with Aldgo carcasses before. The smell drives them into a frenzy. This should serve to draw them out of hiding. Thanks. Monica, always be grateful for what you did. Those young ones were on the verge of making a terrible mistake, so consumed with anger were they. I hesitated to act even though I saw it burning within them, as I see it burning within you now. You seek the darkness within? I'll not claim to understand your meaning, but I wish you well in your training. Let's go. Not racist. Ishgard seems pretty racist against Dark Knights. Classist. Jobist. I think the hardest part of Little Alamigo is finding the way out. And what's going on here? Be patient, allow the stars to make their ascent into mid-heaven. Once they have, survey the skies and let the power run through you. Alright, more waiting at destinations. Raise your eyes to the stars and witness the violet glow of the spire. How aspiring. In the third heaven rises an iron tower of spinning gears and taut springs constructed by the builder himself. It is assailed without cease by the jealous Rauger, but the destroyer's mighty 11 bolts only serve to power the spire's clockwork soul. It is through the blessings of both creation and destruction that strength is granted to she who sees her stars rise under this sign. Ooh, I can spire. You have now opened the gate and his power is yours to command. I mean, I've been using all the cards throughout my dungeon runs. Using Canada to draw upon the powers of the stars they represent. This path we walk as astrologers called the Royal Road. It can be treacherous and fraught with peril, but it can lead men and women to greatness. Me and my caster-looking gear. Alright, unlock the gate to the third heaven. Oh, right into another cutscene. Your realm is quite the paradox. On one hand, it is full of life, magic, and wonder, one of the richest lands on all Highland. On the other, it is literally brimming over with strife. Take little Alamigo, the wretched souls displaced from their homes by the flames of War Urshgard, mired in its own pointless conflict with an enemy so old it does not even remember why it fights. The foolish believe that it is their fate to suffer, and so they turn their gaze away from the stars, and those self-same stars have the power to show people there are many paths. But that power can only be channeled by the few, those like me and you, and to a lesser extent, Janet Kennard, and it is our duty to use the power to benefit those who remain lost or misguided. Remember that, and maybe one day you will truly become my grandfather's successor. That's exactly what I've been trying to tell the astrologers of my home nation. Why disregard something that has the power to grant succor to the wounded, the power to uplift the downtrodden, to strengthen the weak? The answer to that is easy. Empowering those without power lessens the power of those who already have it. Heal the weak so they might rise up and topple those who made them weak? Why would anyone in a position of power do that? Even our great nation of learning is corrupted by this manner of thought. We hoard our knowledge so that we might remain the brightest. Why do you think that it took so long for Professor Mace to visit you? Yes, I know what he told you, but that was not the whole of it. Those of the ruling quarter did their damnedest to stand in the way of my grandfather, worried that his passion for his field would kindle widespread interest in Charlatan astrology. They only allowed him to his recent trip, knowing he was now too old to do aught of the sort. Fortunately, the ruling quarter did not realize I would be accompanying my grandfather. Monica, these past turns of the sun have been most fruitful, yet while you have opened half the heaven's gates, there is still much of what we like to refer to as the Royal Road ahead of you. Take what you have learned here in southern deserts and transform that knowledge into strength. If you wish to know more of the Royal Road, I suggest that you discuss it with Janet Kennard back at Ishgard. My grandfather is to believe his time transcribing tones back at the Studium Scriptorium should have left him more than capable of handling the task. Alright, bye guys. Alright, let's murder a monster. Can I join the fray? Ah, they're close. I can feel their eyes upon us. Well, we're here. Show me who you are, Monica. Show me what you can do. I'm waiting. No purple stuff. I can't beat this meat. Alright, purple stuff. I'm about to fuck you up. Like, this is a fearsome beast. Getting its ass completely handed to it. I'll get fucked. Looks like somebody else is doing it too. That wasn't so hard now, was it? To me, not justice to spread weak from the strong and so forth. You yourself must be strong. Strength is pain, strength is suffering, strength is sacrifice. You must prepare for a communion, but not here. Come, before more pipes are drawn by the smell. More stuff to do. You look ready. Good. Now listen well. Close your eyes and hold out your hand towards me. Breathe deep through your nose. Let the air fill your lungs and let it pass from your lips. Slower, slower. Listen to my voice. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen for the other. Attuning to fray. I hear voices. With every breath you grow lighter and slip further into the abyss. One foot in front of the other, over and over again. To the ends of the world and back again. And if time has no end, still forward and onward, over and over again. Forward and back. Dizzy. Now it's like when I have sleep paralysis. So, what did you hear? Interesting, but not terribly informative. But do not lose heart. That you were able to hear it once more is progress enough. I believe you will come to understand its words and its will in due time. I should mention that in some instances the voice is said to be that of another, one whom the Dark Knight is fated to seek out. If that is the case, you may have a long journey ahead of you. I can do it. Huh. So you would welcome such a journey? There is something to be said for it, and for travel for that matter, to roam free and help those in need. Yet no good deed goes unpunished, does it? I knew a woman once, wanted to be a hero, do great things, and so she did. The songs always end there, but life doesn't, does it? There are temptations more deadly than the dark side, Monica. You should have learned this by now, but you haven't. You will. The communion is ended, and with it our time together, but we shall meet again as we did before. It's like, we'll meet again in 5 levels. Hooray! Oh, superpower. Get some bloody weapon. Let's get some MP back, then shoot out more AoEs. Superpower! Hooray! Still have stuff to do out here, though. Like ninja things and warrior things. Better axe around. This is a good place to grind fates, too. Ho ho ho, ya ho! Fucking might as well kill you. Moldy sneeze. Boop. Thump. Beat down. I'm gonna be winning this hit point battle because I have a healer. Beat down. You're getting fucked up. Boop. All my hit points. Alright, let's go do what you wanted me to do. Extra experience. Get yourself dragged out here as well, did you? The boss said he needed some Magitech part, and I just had to open my big gob with this garland and wreck in the gully. It's been resting here for 5 years now, though, so many useful bits and bobs was likely stripped out long ago. Seeing as we checked all this bloody way, might as well see how far you've come in your shooting. Go say hello to the other two and keep them safe while they can concentrate on their scrounging. Hello! Ah, you came! Splendid! Though I'm afraid the rewards have yet to meet the risks of the monster-infested crash site. And speaking of monsters, you're getting fucked up. Ah, it's kind of a waste. He's already kind of low. Annoying Gubu. What a joyous occasion! Practicing marksmanship, are you? Maybe I'll have half a moment's peace to look for this part while you watch my back. And, ugh, not again. Take care of that, would you? I'll take care of that. AoE. It's pretty much like an increase on 2 enemies, I think. Yeah, 2 enemies is what, 280? And this does what, 140, 210, 270. Nice shooting, Tex. Now, if only you could find his lordship's part, I might get back to my own training. What did you think? You've been working at those shots, have you, lass? I'd say you're good and ready to... Bloody hells, that's a big one. You're up. Guess who's gonna take some damage? You are. Oh, get fucked. Gubu Fang. Alright. It's dead. Aye, nice form, lass. Tightly grouped shots. Now, was it just me eyes playing tricks, or did some other than guts drop out of that thing's belly? The part? Looks like a bit of maturity. The boss will have a better idea than me. Here you go. Confounded all this way and not to show for it, aside from your obvious improvements in marksmanship, of course. What's that you have there? I have a Magitech gyroscope number 41. Shenanigan music. And this spilled out along with the creature's innards, you say? Extraordinary. By the Fury, do you know what this is? You found the very component I was searching for. That's wonderful, my lordship. Our fortunes took a turn for the better the moment you walked through the workshop doors. Finding a rare Magitech part in a beast's belly, unfortunately, that's bloody sorcery. or so I'd think if I didn't see you shoot the damn thing with my own 2 eyes. Nice work out there, by the way. I can already hear the whirring of my invention come to life. Come, we must return to the manufactory at once. Alright, meet you there. So looks like there's another skill at 40 I learned, but then 45 and all the way up through 50. I can go all the way up to 50 before doing my next quests. Truly was a stroke of luck. With that wretchedly rare gyroscope in hand, it will only be a matter of time until I have a working prototype. Instead of twiddling your thumbs until its completion, however, you shall have your hands full mastering a new skill. Robson's bade me pass on to you the particulars of Heat Blast. Train hard, my friend. Yay, superpower! Superpower. New marksmanship techniques. Heat Blast. Alright, come back at level 40. 40 has a skill. Should always be wary when you're visiting a place that has cum in its name. You're still more of the Royal Road? Ah, yeah, well, I seem to recall it had something to do with reassessing the attribution of an arcana before reading it, which would result in a slight alteration of predestination. Or perhaps it had something to do with the kings and queens of the minor arcana. It was over a decade ago. Alright, well, I'm also doing the next quest then. Enhance Draw and Redraw. And Junkanard appears slightly distressed. Speak with the astrologian and try to learn if aught is amiss. Are you doing well? Well, then that is at least makes two of us. I mean, I cannot keep such important news from you, Monica. Lady Laviva and Quimperlane, just last night they fell victim to another ambush at the hands of bandits. The ever-resourceful Quimperlane proved his invaluable worth once again with a dashing display of chivalry that would shame any knight in the sea. A statement that attests to the sorry state of our knights. But that is a chat we can have over a different cup of tea. When Lady Laviva attempted to retire to a room at that filthy inn in the Broom, I had her sorely disused second floor cleared and furnished with trappings from my own home. She's up there now and asked to see you the moment you arrived. Wait, is that an immediate completion of this quest? There's got to be another one, right? It can't just finish instantly. Wait, you don't seem at all surprised to see me here. Did Jonathan tell you of the attack? Damn the fool, and after I told him to keep his mouth shut. Though I suppose I must bear some of the fault for ever thinking he could do as he was told. I don't think sassy, you're being kind of rude. Now I suppose you're wondering why I summoned you here to these makeshift chambers, and no, it has not to do with the bandit attacks. It appears are much more common in your realm than I thought. There are times when the heavens may provide you with a vision of the future, that is, slightly beyond your original aim. In these cases, the stars are not flawed, only out of order. So by shuffling a card back in the deck, we are in no way ignoring or denying a future, merely postponing a reading intended for a later date, and replacing it with something that better pertains to the present. I trust that you will pick up this technique swifter than Janiconard. Alright, well, thanks. Alright, double superpowers. Diminish the astrology transcend echoes deep within your soul. Redraw. Alright, now Laval appears to be fully recovered from her ordeal with the bandits and is ready to continue your training. Alright, reading my people, the gate to the fourth heaven awaits. However, the location I've chosen for attunement will not remain the most optimal for long. You travel with Janiconard and I will make the journey with Quimperlane. There are no objections? Good. Alright, now where are we up to? If it is as Lady Laviva you seek, she just left with Quimperlane for Limsa Laminsa. If you make haste, you may be able to catch them in the airship by the airship landing. Me, as much as I would like to indulge myself on the pillows of eternal pleasure barges, there is a congress to be held in the vault, and all the prominent houses have been summoned. My presence at such an event would be sorely missed, so I fear this next lesson must needs proceed without me. I'm certain the Lady Laviva will understand. I can always open the third gate another day, or was it the fourth? Third or fourth. If it is of no matter, the star certainly will not be going anywhere. It's kind of lax in his learning. Hello, quimpering person. My Lady Laviva is missing. We disembarked the airship together, but became separated in the chaos at the landing. Seeing as how the lady has found herself in the victim of bandit attacks twice since the Revenue Rose, I fear she may be targeted once again, especially considering the location. This is my first time setting foot in Limsa Laminsa, but I have been made aware of its landmarks. Let us research independently so that we might cover more ground. I will start with several of the seemingly more distributable locations, such as the Drowning Wench, the Astalicia, and the Missing Member. Would my lady be going to search Fisherman's Bottom and the Coral Tower? Let us meet at the 7th stage once our survey is complete. How many of those places do I remember the names of? Pretty much none. Hey-oh, 20-odd summers since I spilled from Ma's loins. And ain't once I ever heard the word astrologian. Now, in the span of 2 bloody bells, I'd gone and met myself not one, but an honest-to-goodness pair of live stargoppers. Didn't see where that other fair-skinned lass buggered off to. Ones of that, though, often end up on the pleasure barges if you catch my drift. Sounds like trouble. Over to the Marauders Guild. Hi, Alka-Seltzer. Hate to rain her on your parade, but have you seen another astrologian? How odd! It is not often that even our city-state, known for its diversity, welcomes a single reader of the stars to its gates, let alone 2, and in the same day, no less. Yes, I took a few months from my duties to speak with her about the city-state. She seemed quite interested in our dealings with the Sagian, the Serpent Reavers, and the Garlean Empire. I told her what I could, but she left after only a few moments. It was as if she thought she was being pursued, but the Charlatan was gone before I could assign her a yellow jacket escort. More stuff here that I have to seek out. Down in the basement. By Bone Bar. I seen me a stuffy lass in rum garb poking her lovely head in holes where it weren't wanted. 'Tis where we get one so whirly down in the gurgling belly of this tower. I had to halt training to work out what the fuss was about. The maid inquired as to where she might find herself a nip or two of some of the strong stuff, so I pointed in the direction of our resident apothecary, Carvalana are in the 7th stage. Hello, pirate friends. Limok, I bear good tidings. Lady Levivo is scheduled to return here within a matter of bells. It seems she entered a contract with Carvalana for the purchase of several of the apothecary's wares. Interesting girl, that one. Very rarely do we see young maidens walk the limits and streets without escort, and almost never do they come to me seeking spice. Still, she did appear quite uneasy, as if being watched or followed. Suspicious, I must say, not uncommon in our fair city. Must she be in some manner of trouble? Those few who agreed to speak with me at the Drowning Wench and the Missing Member claim the same. My short stay on the Astralicia bore no fruit whatsoever. What were you able to find, my lady? I see, so we have ascertained that the lady is being followed and that she is aware of this fact. If this is the case, I believe she will attempt to move somewhere she will be in plain sight of as many people as possible. I doubt that will help in this town. Kidnappings and killings are conducted in broad daylight here, and when they happen, most people just keep their heads down so as not to have them removed from their shoulders. 12, damn this town, my lady. I shall set out once more and try to locate Lady Livia. There is still a chance she may return here on her own, so I ask that you remain in case she does. If she has not arrived at the rendezvous point by the time of her scheduled meeting with Carvalana, then we shall both go to the one location that is most populated after the sun falls in Limsa, the Drowning Wench. Alright, I'll see you there then. Whoa. Suddenly instance. Alright, saving another girl. But this one doesn't have, this one has a grandpa instead, not a grandma. Alright, what kind of shenanigans are happening here? Time's up. It appears that your companion is tied up. Not literally, I hope. Perhaps you should head to the wench and see if she is there, like your friend believes. Though I fear that if she did not make it that far, you may never find her again. At least not alive. Worry not, my starry friend. If by chance you were to arrive here after your departure, you have my word that no harm will come to her while she remains behind the 7th Sage's doors. Alright, gotta go and inquire. Everywhere is blocked off and it's nighttime. Hello, townsperson. Interacting. A woman in black? What's wrong with the woman stand? Oh, you can just keep interacting? What's going on, townspeople? I might have seen me at last scurrying off to the Hyaline. Hyaline? Hyali? Right over here. Will someone not save me? Suspicious astrologian. Ow, my ears feel that imposters seek to help us to keep us occupied. While their leader pursues Lady Livia, we must be quick. That there are those about who would attempt to stall us must mean that the lady still eludes them. Follow me. I fear the lady may not remain hidden for much longer. Wait, where did you go? I was too busy reading your text. Aha. Must save the lady. Hello, bound astrologian. Another imposter. Yfir's fiery piss. At least you're tanking. Murder. Alright, I'm with you, boy. More murder. Hi, I got it right. I mean, you were kind of the more ruder one, so that's how I figured it was you. That was balls, I thought she was one of us. So what kind of shenanigans are going on here? Lady Livia, you have my apologies. My fault that allowed us to become separated. Do not blame yourself. I sensed danger at the landing and it was my instinct to run, as ever I have. I forgot that I could trust you. Unfortunately, by the time I realized there was no sign of you, so I did what I could to blend in, choosing crowded places, speaking with as many locals as possible, all the while feeling that there are unseen eyes watching my every move. By the time I realized that my pursuers were simply leading me away from you, night had already fallen, giving them the perfect opportunity to strike. It was then that I witnessed several of the bandits had disguised themselves in garbs similar to mine. I assumed so as to confuse the two of you still searching for me. It was then I conceived the idea to play the part of imposter myself. Why hide in the shadows when you can hide in plain sight? That was quite brilliant of you. May I ask, were you at any time able to discern who these pursuers were? The one I've heard put into your capture would suggest that they are more than mere pirates looking to sell you as slavers. Unfortunately, no, and I wasn't about to walk up and ask them who they were or who they had hired them. But that is all behind us now. Let us see if we can salvage something from this horrible night. The fourth gate ascends nearby, Monaco. Shall we not see it? It made yours? To the anchor yard! Alright. Any more nasties running around still? Nope, made it. Never mind, didn't make it. Well, I'll be a barnacle on Kraken's Czar, so the Star Goblin and Lassie come to scry us our fortunes. Tell us which one of you'll be dying first, like the beet red knight with the carpenter's codpiece or the stern-faced venturer on her high hobby horse. God damn it, how many parts are in this godforsaken hell? Alright, let's murder. Revis. You're saying something, but I don't have time to read it because I'm busy murdering. Hi, Captain. Oh, the coin was not worth losing my life over. Farewell, my lady. Where are you guys running off to? More pirates. I wish I could AoE. Suddenly help. Suddenly help. Murder. Murder. You getting fucked up. Random topaz carbuncle. Quite the thirst I have. You find yourself beset by any more pirates or brigands. Fine spot of merrymaking. All done. Thanks, friends. Carby. I'll get fucked by Carby. Haha, lay down them weapons or I'll cut the old man a new grin under his chin. Can't believe that actually worked. Nor can I, but then again, never have I fought someone so credulous. Now let us do this as they do in the fear babes. You step over here, I let the man go. Easy peasy. Wait, I know you. You're the bandit leader who attacked Lady Liva's grandfather in the Black Shroud. Someone has a good memory for being so on in years. Well then, this changes everything. First off, I can finally drop this annoying pirate axe, and secondly, I suppose I can simply kill you now, rather than after pretending to let you go once the lady has drawn close enough. Bad things happening. Stop right there. Unhand the man or I'll have your head tarred on the prow of a galleon by cockcrow. First maniacal marauders, then feline fishers, and now the commodore of some thalassocrastic navy. How many more gods is this machine going to drop on me? Until next time. No, wait. Yeah, my apologies. I was a fool to fall for the bandit's trick. Amazing, all my years, this is the first time I've ever seen that feigning death trick actually work. But now's not the time to be dwelling on our many feelings. I have a dastard to apprehend. You would be surprised how often people run after being told to stop right there. Lady Levira, that pirate, she was the same bandit who... Yes, I know, and that changes little, for I still have no idea who she may be or who she may be working for. There's naught we can do until the Commodore brings the woman to justice or until she decides to attack us again. What we can do is what we came here for. Training. Look at some stars. Now look to the stars and behold the arrow. The fourth heaven, or the heaven of wind, was created atop a lofty peak by Oshan, the wanderer, whose footsteps had been guided by the navigator. The wind that blows off Limlane seas guides the arrow fast and true, and so shall it deliver the weary souls of those trapped in the mire of confusion, indecision, and over-contemplation. The fourth heaven has opened its gate, allowing you access to its sacred penetralia? Penetrate From this day forth, its power is yours to interpret and wield. That power will further aid you as you continue to hone your skills. Now, let us return to Ishgard. I have a few words for a certain student of mine who felt inclined to forego this particular lesson. It's like, uh-oh, there's going to be a lecture for him. Unlocking the gate to the 4th heaven. Alright, I'm back. Are you getting lectured? You might have had the decency to warn me that Lady I was in the mood with me for not joining you. She seemed to think that I was blamed for your misadventures. Now, would that be? It is not as if my being there would have prevented the bandits from attempting to abduct Lady Libiba, these being the same bandits who attacked you in the Black Shroud, which, by the way, is another location I was not at. This is plainly something far beyond our control. Furthermore, it is not as if I was merely sipping cordials and waltzing with baronets. I was helping further our cause. I spoke with several high-ranking cardinals about Lady Libiba being granted the opportunity to speak at the vault regarding Charlene astrology. What do you think of that? I was politely turned down, of course, but it was a gesture. The gesture that will one day lead to another gesture, which will one day lead to a head inclined slightly in the general direction of another gesture. Little steps, my protege, little steps. Alright, come back at level 45. You were right. And then we get to learn the gravity of the situation. Alright, time to level up some more so I can get access to more class quests. We warp to the future. Alright, time to get more dish shit done. Continuing to level up my new classes. Hello, good old Steph. He wants to teach you Rook Auto Turret. I seem excited to share something with you. Monica, splendid. You arrived at the very moment I completed my newest machinist marvel, well within the very hour at least. 'Tis fortunate that many Ishgardians cannot appreciate the practicality of my work, people such as my father, for instance. Is his father going to pay a visit? Family issues. Is there nothing can be done for this dreadful odor? Steph, my son, the days of shunning your nightly training have come to an end. Never should I have allowed you to set foot inside this workshop, had I but known that the curiosity displayed as a boy would develop into this all-consuming distraction. Is that all you came to say, Father? I am well aware of your distaste for it. Nay, there is more. House Dismail has sounded a call to arms, and House Helenar is bound to answer. As you well know, however, our companies are light in lances. If we are to avoid dishonoring our name, every able soldier, mine own son included, must take up spear and sword and march to battle. I have not the disposition for charging into enemy ranks, Father. I did not raise a coward. Consider your next words carefully, boy. As manufactory chief, I hold the authority to expel anyone from this workshop. On parchment, mayhap, there's only one chief we answer to. Loyalty. I understand that our ranks have grown thin, thus is our house in dire need of the support my machinists will bring. Challenging the might of dragons with spear and sword is the work of seasoned heroes, warriors possessed of unflagging stamina and robust physique. Equipped with a firearm, however, even the scrawniest commoner could engage with the same scaled demons from afar. Think of it, Father, if the masses were trained in the machine's profession, the casualties of Fang and Claw would be considerably diminished. Machinist companies would soon form the backbone of our defense, and as the master of the manufactory, the accolades would belong to House Helenart. Train the masses? Foolish boy, no lowborn army could ever replace a contingent of disciplined knights. It is time, my lord. Svar is expected to descend upon our defenses within the hour. Svar, you mean to engage that great brute with naught but our knights? What would you have me do? The dragon flies straight as an arrow for our very own Skyfire locks. Should we let them be destroyed, the price will be steep in both coin and honor. Father, you must allow me to deploy my machinists. Once you have witnessed them in battle, even you will be unable to deny their effectiveness. Do as you will. As matters stand, I would not turn away a lame chocobo if offered to defend our holdings. Be certain to assemble your forces at the lock's airsphere arrives. Alright, well, looks like we know where I'm going next. To the defense. Pretty sure Severa is that dragon that's part of the northern the central highlands, the boss fate. I fear I've allowed my passions to impair my better judgment, or all my budding machinists. Only you have seen true combat. 'Tis to you then that I would entrust the use of my prototype device. The Rook, as I have taken to calling it, is an auto turret, a type of machinist weapon that fights on its own. Do you recall Nostal's explanation of the Aether Transformer? That contraption in your waist will convert your body's Aether into the lightning aspect energy required to power the turret. You can simply activate the weapon and it will supplement your own attacks. This has plagued House Helenart for long years. Should you employ the Rook to good effect, then we may rid ourselves of both a deadly enemy and my father's antiquated notions in one fell swoop. Alright, we get a superpower. Things are rooking good. The Rook Auto Turret. I'm gonna go straight into another quest. This is the daily double, I believe. Yep. believe it's just an early shutdown for the Rook turret. Alright, so he's once more irked by Rostal's absence. Well, we are as ready can be, all except for our wayward instructor. Would you be so kind as to locate him and inform him of the urgency of our situation? Imagine he is loading a foundation somewhere, making his unhurried way to the workshop. Dang it, I jumped down the wrong side. Roll friend, where are you? He's up some... Oh, there he is, up there. Shouldn't have taken the Aether, I should have gone along here. Hello. Look at this Gregor caught me creeping around near the workshop. Up to no bloody good, I reckon, so I sat him down for a friendly chat. Dragon attack? And the boss needs every hand on deck, does he? Oh, right there, just when I'm done wringing some answers from this ugly sod. You know, where there's one rat, there's always a dozen more. It might be best if you took a quick look around yourself and deal with any troublemakers before you head back. No need to murder anyone, mind. The noise from a Gauss round ought to scare him off. Double heat gauge. Gauss again. Boop. How uncouth, but I suppose I should expect not less from one of Rosnell's underlings. He learned it from the vicious brute himself. Heed my words, discussing manufacturing plays haven to villains. For the safety of our citizens, the manufacturing must needs be shut down. The Rogan instructor posed as the former comrade of the Knights of the Barracuda. This is a lie. In truth, he is a bloodthirsty pirate who murdered his entire crew. Squinty-eyed loiterer. that sounds like me. Shit's going on down here too. Ow, that sounds like it hurt. Boop. You ain't seen the last of me. But thanks, name's Celesta, one of your fellow machinists. If you didn't know, I was making preparations for Vivacerra when that thug ambushed me. Don't bother chasing him. I doubt he knows more than what he was paid to do, but he did make it damn clear that someone out there has a grudge against our workshop. Anyway, when I get back to my duties, we ain't never fought in a proper battle, let alone against the most like Sphere, and we'll need all the advantages we can get. Alright, bye. One more troublemaker to scare off right inside here. Where's the dude causing some issues? Get fucked. On the seven hells, he could have taken off a toe. You're Rosnell's new pup, ain't ya? If it's trouble you're looking for, then look no further than that backstabbing limits and cur. Alright. Dude's making enemies. Alright, what's going on here? Everything okay on your end? Is everything alright? Rosenthal tells me that there are villains afoot making trouble for the workshop. Shenanigans. Intimidating my machinists, were they? Setting fires and spreading rumors? Joy, too, has overheard Val's slander intended to defame our master of marksmanship. You took every care to choose the right employee, my lordship. We could do a lot worse than the former Commodore of Limits Barracudas. And now half of Ishgard thinks he's lying, that he's a convict of terrible crimes. Does someone seek to harm the manufacturer's standing with these attacks upon our instructor's character? I'm sorry. Your association with the machinists has brought you naught but ridicule and insult. But don't blame yourself. After all, more than half that stuff's probably true. I was a Commodore of the Kudas right up until I got kicked out of Mars for making a bloody mess of things. That's why you found me in Cap Overlook. I was there to visit one of my old underlings. Of course, he'd rather take another axe to the face than before he talked to me. Mistakes cost me more than others, and there's no bastard in Lenosia as call me friend. Your mysterious rival must have learned a tarnished past, because they offered a fortune for me to accept the job as your master of marksmanship. I suppose I thought the workshop be ruined once the truth behind me charm and reputation became common knowledge. But as it turns out, I don't take kindly to being some faceless bastard's puppet, so I took them their coin and yours and made for the hills. I had no intention of fulfilling my contract, not until your venture here went and got me fired up after teaching in truth. That said, there ain't not my agreement that says I gotta fight bleeding dragons, and my student will give a better showing without me there growling over their shoulders any road. Though his support will be missed, Rosnell may have correct assumption. Our demonstration will be all the more impressive for his absence. Let us check our weapons one last time and assemble at Skyfire locks. Alright, see ya, big dude. It's like small, a couple of medium, and a large machinist. Yep, heading out to Corythus. Out to the Highlands, out to Canada. We gonna be doing an instance for this? It's a fight, it's a big fight. It's probably gonna be an instance. Yep, I see the shinies. Hi. Murder time. Let's take on a big-ass dragon again. I think I've already killed this guy multiple times. Let me brief you on the defensive strategy here. The dragon and its minions arrive. Atop each of the 3 locks, we have placed a dragon-slaying cannon. Our task machine shall be to defend the cannons from Severa's lesser kin. You will find a lock in the northeast. That thing. A lock in the northwest. Defend the everything. And a lock to the south. I will track the concentrations of our enemy and direct you to the cannon most in need of protection. Gotta hurry and murder. Hark, the dragons come. Everyone to your positions. Alright, where are we going? Southern cannon. Fuck you, dragon. I'll get crit on. Alright, safe. Who else needs help? Northeast. AoE. 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 Murder him. No, the cannon. Cannon's hurting. Save the cannon. This fight is cannon. Alright, cannon safe. Unstoppable Avis. I have to decide on my own. No, cannon! Cannon was lucky. Oh, that's a big dragon. Murder the big dragon. Big hit. I have to remember to move my thing up a bit there. Can't see it behind my stack of vulnerability for standing and shit. Oh, okay, he just does that extra vulnerability. Because he can. I'll get fucked. We've won! Did it. How do you like that, father? Fuck you. Well, father, do you see how we might prevail against dragons without risking the lives of our soldiers? 'Twas a most impressive display. I must admit your commoners acquitted themselves admirably. I thought I heard the terrible din of cannons being fired, and what do I hasten out there here to find but the high-born Hanards frolicking in the snow with their low-born lackeys. Ew, disgust. After providing you with this opportunity to improve the ailing reputation of your noble house, does the consideration of House Dismail not merit a formal reply? Lord Teddle... Yeah, he's the Lord Grinch. Lord Grinch, my apologies. The foe was upon us ere we could put quill to parchment. Ah yes, I imagine you were full occupied with scraping together a serviceable company of soldiers. If only your dear son was as ardent with his knightly training as he is with his idle tinkering. Shut up, douchebag. There is not idle in my work. You would not speak such insults had you seen my machinist in action. Oh, such a temper. 'Twould seem your association with commoners has eroded your manners as well as your martial skills. Do we get to fuck this guy up later? If you're so confident these machinists of yours, mayhap you should enter them in the upcoming tourney? Mayhap I shall. Upon my oath, we will turn Ishgard's tradition-bound combat upon its ear. At least I will. Facepalm. Smug motherfucker. Ah, the Hoyle Seas adjudicators will be most impressed when your lowborn rabble is chopped to pieces by the tested blades of noble champions. Oh, I can't wait to fuck you up. My son, what have you done? The tourney is a stage upon which is flaunted the might and mettle of the four great houses. Only the finest knights are chosen to participate. Even with the aid of your machinists, our battered ranks stand little chance of victory. Must we now parade our shame before the highest echelons of the Holy See? It'll be fine. You've got a warrior of light. You got this tiny machinist helping you. Do not be so swift to dismiss our chances, father. I give you my word, House Hilner will leave the contest with its pride intact. And furthermore, should we win, I will have your word that you shall yield the running of the manufactory to me. Ambitious. Very well, my stubborn boy, and whether you win or no, you be sure to give House Dismail a darn good pummeling. Alright, parental support. I shall see it done, father. We will not disappoint you. At least, I won't. It's comforting his dad. Don't worry, Papa, it'll all be fine. We have a warrior of light on our side. Oh man, I can't wait to shoot that guy in the face. By virtue of your undeniable expertise, my father has at last recognized the value of machinistry, but we cannot stop at one hard-headed knight. The tourney will be our opportunity to demonstrate to all and sundry the potential of our profession. My lordship, if I may, it seems that Lord Grinch has a dislike for commoners such as me. If my presence will cause you more trouble, then maybe I should quit the menu. No! Pay no mind to that preening foplas. He's all piss and wind. Aye, ever has Grinch sought to needle me in such a manner. 'Tis not you, my dear, that he despised. 'Tis the mingling of highborn and lowborn. House Dismail is a powerful family, and their talent for the building of fortifications has brought them vast wealth and influence. Staunch allies of House Durandare, the Dismails have also been party to a number of significant victories. Thus do they stand at the peak of Ishgardian society, looking down their noses at any who do not share their noble pedigree. If you truly wish to please me, then I would have you shine your brightest in the tourney and wipe that arrogant smirk from his face. Shall we be on our way? Yep, can't wait to shoot. Blast that guy in the nose. No new superpowers yet. I must confess my misgivings to you, Monica. When queried as to our chances of victory, my prospectometer returned an unfavorable result. We triumphed over dragons, is true, but such a battle has not prepared us to face coordinated parties of seasoned knights. Machines are simply not ready. 'Tis fortunate that the tourney is yet some days away. Let us keep such disheartening talk from our colleagues and continue to train them and ourselves for the contest ahead. Oh, I'll be ready as fuck for that. Is that the level 50 quest or 45? Is 45 just more training? Anyway, 45 gives you don't know your skills, so I can level all the way to 50 if I wanted to. Alright, off to the cum building. Hi. Learn the gravity of the situation. Jenna appears to be motioning to you with his eyes. Why he doesn't simply call out your name is both disturbing and relieving at the same time. Greetings, your timing, my friend, is impeccable, for it just so happens that at this very moment I have need of your assistance. While our lovely Lady Levella has been out making herself a target for every cutthroat and cur in the realm, I've been focusing my efforts on our main objective. Training? Pah, there'll be time enough for training later. No, I speak of our ultimate goal of spreading knowledge of the Charlayan school of astrology throughout the Holy See. As you know, the Vault recently turned down my request to allow Lady Levella to speak before them, but I am not one to be turned away so easily. No, I have a plan. I will entreat Chief Astrology and Forlamont to draw up an official recommendation. The Vault will not so quickly dismiss the words of a man of such standing. Yes, I know mine uncle loathes me with a passion rarely seen even in young lovers, and there is really no reason why he would aid our cause, being a staunch opponent of change and all, but that does not mean we cannot try, and if we fail, well, then we can try again and again and again until he's so annoyed that he writes us the recommendation simply to see us out of his thinning hair. And by I mean you, considering how red the chief astrologian became the last time I visited him. I reasoned it would be detrimental to my uncle's health should I arrive at his place of research, and most certainly would not want him to fall ill or collapse before he penned us that recommendation. Basically, I'm leveling these classes to 50, so I can get rid of my old gear. Gotta go all the way over here. Oh, hell no! They should let me just go in the windows. Start at the top and go down. Oh, it's faster this way. Hello! Who do I see disturbing this fine morning but Jennifer's new scullery maid? Suppose he came here for this. Jennifer never ceases to amaze, does he? Not only does the lout have the nerve to ask me, for aid, but he then refuses to do me the common courtesy of accepting that aid in person. Everything entitled little shit, more worried about his popularity amongst the fairer sex than how his actions disgrace his family's name. Ah, the slackjaw, I suppose you're wondering why in the world I of all people would agree to such nonsense. Well, it's simple, allowing the heathen astrologist to dig her own grave in front of the entire vault and the Ishgardian astrologian community will only serve to accomplish what I wished from the very start. Charlayan astrology has no place in Ishgard, it has no place in Erosia, it has no place in this world. It is dangerous and it serves no purpose but to take our eyes off what is truly important, using astrology to free us from the dragon menace and ensure man's return to Haloni's kingdom. Levella's dithering will only make it that much clearer. And Judikard, perhaps this will finally spell his downfall. He has only been allowed to continue this nonsense because he is harmless. Too caught up in the luxury of being in line to count Durandare's title to actually put forth any real effort in furthering his cause. Australian astrology is but an oddity which he can boast about at balls to get him in bed with the slatternly maids of lower houses. His father has protected him thus far, but allowing him and this lady to speak, there will be no brushing under the rug the shame this brings forth. Jenna will be finished. Fuck you, asshole. Like, what a jerk. Are we really gonna cause these issues? Inform me right away once Chief Australian and Philomar has denied my request for a letter of recommendation, so we might begin working on our next request. But actually have the formal request. It cannot be the seal of... what did you say? No, wait, maps is better that I do not know. Let's change everything. I'll have to arrange another meeting with the vault. Summon the other cardinals to during their manner. We will need wine, and sparrow stuffed pheasant, and pheasant stuffed goose, and goose stuffed chocobo, and bards a whole troop. Not to eat, of course. No, I fear I'll no longer be able to join you or Lady Lila's next opening of the gates. Do give her my regards, though, when you see her in Mordona. I'll see what my edgy friend wants over here, too. Hi, Frey. Frey is pleased to see you, as always. You look well, more determined. You have not heard the voice since last we spoke. I know, but worry not. If your affinity with your dark side is as strong as I believe, then communion is all you require. Come with me to the Burning Wall. You know what you must do. Yeah, follow the quest line. Alright, let's go off to the donuts. Flight is so good now. Of course, it's another instance. Hi. For once we are not the bandits' targets. We came across this young woman as she was being dragged to the hills. Then we drove her abductors away. I suspect they have already mustered the courage for a second attack. It's a good thing you and Jan... It's a good thing you arrived. It's a good thing you arrived. When you did. The girl claims she is a student of the Thanalan and recently overheard Jenna Kennard mention we would be conducting another gate opening in Mordona. She went here on her own in hopes of having the chance to witness your astromancy firsthand. I say we give her something to remember. Alright, shall this be hard fought? It's more bandit killing time. Slay the bandits. Don't have gravity yet. I don't understand the gravity of the situation. All I know is that these guys are getting murdered. More bandits. Gotta keep Fwen healed too. Get your filthy hands off me. You see this coming now, did you? Arise, slave, and tear the bastard's limb from limb. We decided you just weren't gonna move out of it. Minion's dead. Oh, you'll pay for that. Were we though? You're pretty much fucked. Did it? Just keep the dude healed. Yeah, my apologies, Lady Liva, I did not think. Also, nice hat. Your only fault was an insatiable thirst for knowledge. A realm where one must apologize for being a victim is no realm worth living in. But why would those men attack me? I believe it's now quite obvious that these bandits were not meant for you, but for me. It would seem that certain parties fear the spread of Charlene astrology and will stop it not to prevent it. My Charlene constellations chart the bandits and must have been torn when they seized me. Here, you may take mine. I have the stars committed to memory. I don't know how I'll ever be able to, but I will think of something. Just you wait, I'll repay this kindness tenfold. You have a sharp spiky hat, I have a jester's hat. Now, you mentioned something about certain parties wanting to prevent the spread of Charlene astrology. Have you any idea who they might be? I may have just met that person. I do, but I shall require more proof before I can be certain. You and Monica should be able to assist me with that. However, as I say, first things first, we have a gate to open. Alright, stargazing time? Instance over. Stargazing time. Survey the land. Take a look around. Look in the sky. Pretty crystals. There, the Ewer, focus. Focus and let the constellations either twine with your own. It is said through the fifth heaven flows a mighty river carrying the water spilled forth from the scholar's vessel. I remember when this used to restore MP. And the water is the strength of all that have come before and all who will follow. They spun up from Naimi's loom, through from which might and metal is weaved. And now the power of the Ewer is forever yours, and forever shall that point you to victory. A card to just bukkake attack power on people? Sure, that works. While I cannot forgive our patron for skipping yet another of his lessons, I cannot deny that the passion hidden deep beneath all his posturing may have its uses. Word of our field is spreading, and our inherent nature has begun to stir. Curiosity is proving the better motivator than skepticism and faith. Our time may come soon. Alright, now head back. Learn how to throw gravities. Unlocking the gate of the 5th heaven. Yep, now I get to head back. But first, let's mess some fuckers up. Ooh, we have Unleashed combo now? Alright, join the fray. It begins always with blood, a confirmation of your identity. There are axe beaks here which have grown ferocious beyond reckoning, vile creatures eager to prey on man and beast alike. Offer yourself to them, they will come. Then make an offering of them to me. Alright, is it purple stuff time? This looks like purple stuff time. AoE. Murder. That's all I had to kill. Ah, now that is the Monica I've longed to see. You resent this, don't you, this pointless trial? No, I don't. Perhaps you even resent me for subjecting you to it. Remember this feeling, treasure it. I want it smoldering within you when we can commune in Camp Drybone. Don't feel like flying all the way back. Hi, Frey. What's going on now? Close your eyes and hold out your hand towards me. Oh, I get to hold hands. Breathe deep through your nose. Let the air fill your lungs and then let it pass from your lips. Slower, slower. Listen to my voice. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen for the other. Think 12. It is you. Hi. Isambard, remember? It must have been ages since we last spoke. I think that you would end up slaying the Lord of the Inferno when you first came through looking for our missing conflict. I took you for a... Ah, but this isn't time to reminisce. I sought you out because I need your help. Do tell. Not long ago, an ultra raiding party attacked a caravan on the road and abducted several pilgrims. We reported the incident to both the Brass Blades and the Immortal Flames, but it seems neither are in a position to muster forces at present. You know what lies in store should they not be rescued soon. Please, there is no one else. Really, charge into an enemy encampment filled with Malja warriors and free some fools who should have armed themselves? Risk life and limb to do the work of a dozen men all because you bloody asked? Is that it? That's what we do. But that's what we do, isn't it? Every goddamn time. Fine, we'll bring them back. I thank you for... They were bound for the encampment to the southeast. Then so are we. Concerned face. So I remember doing quests for him when I was like level 20. Looks like I'm doing quests for him now that I'm level 40. Oh yeah, instance time. It's time to fuck enemies and there's some people after all you do for them. They're inside, just as Bard said, we're mere moments away from being tempered, I'm sure. And what are you waiting for? It's time to play the hero. Sure thing. We're the good guys. Rescue the pilgrim. You guys are kind of weak. Second part. Wee! Captive pilgrims. We're done for! No, I got you. Alright, rescue mission. God bless you, adventurer. Keep moving. We're not free just yet. I'm bringing friends. You guys are getting fucked up. Thanks for the heal. Keep running. I decided to kill the extras just because I can. You guys are getting fucked up, abducted man. Is that everybody? Why are you hanging out here? Get back here. We're saved! Get yourselves to Camp Drybone. Run, run, you'll be well done. No. Oh, your friends got fucked up. Oh, you're getting fucked up. I've had my fill. Let's go. Did it easy. Hehe, just didn't know when to leave off, did they? Neither did you, though. I mean, look at yourself. Most of that's not even your blood. Look at all the blood on me. Leave it. You've nothing to be ashamed of. Let's go and give Isambard the good news. Okay. Don't feel like flying back. Friends are rescued. I heard you really gave those Malja. What for? Good show. I'm sure you're eager to be on your way, so I won't waste any more of your time. But thank you. Come back whenever you like. Dude is jittery as fuck. Those who have never faced death do not scruple to condemn others to it. They know nothing of true sacrifice and are weak for their ignorance. In sacrifice there is strength. In sacrifice there is liberation. Close your eyes and hold hands towards me. Breathe deep through your nose. Let the air fill your lungs and let it pass from your lips. Slower, slower. Attuning. No interruptions this time. More superpowers? With every breath you grow lighter and slip further into the abyss. On a throne of bone she waits. Serve, save, slave, slay. They come to entreat her judgment. Serve, save, slave, slay, one by one in solemn procession. So, what did you hear this time? Weird shit. And there I was thinking you were on the verge of discerning the truth. Your affinity with the dark side grows stronger by the day, and yet there is a hesitation. Listen to me, you have performed great deeds and saved countless people. You are a hero to the realm, but you are no Dark Knight. A Dark Knight accepts that she cannot save everyone, that sometimes she is fortunate just to save herself. Sacrifice is to, Monica, is to renounce that which binds you, to recognize that which matters, and forsake all that does not. At the very least, you must realize that you cannot continue to carry all these burdens unless you wish to die a slave. I'm fine, just a little tired. The communion has ended, and with it our time together, but we shall meet again as we did before. We're gonna meet all the way out here, we're gonna meet in Foundation again. Anyways, Edge of Darkness. More edgy skills. Single target use of MP. Looks like single target use of MP. Superpower? Hooray, superpower. Visions of power unclaimed. Alright, back to Foundation 2. Back to the Astrologian gum. Do not tell me, Lady Liv was attacked again. I knew it, and without a reading, my talents grow by the day. And is this what you... And is this... What is this you claim? A fellow astronaut was moved by my words and went to witness the unlocking? That is amazing. I wonder who it could be, though I certainly recall speaking detail with a young, supple mind. I must find this woman and hold another special lesson with her. Lesson reminds me, Lady Liv asked me to teach you a new technique before you head to open the fifth heaven's gate, which you have already gone and done, but it appears you were able to overcome your ordeal without it. Yes, exactly according to my lesson plan. You still wish me to teach you this technique? Very well, though I do not really see the point. Superpower. Learn how to AoE. Gravity things. Gravity. Alright, so now I come back at level 50. Alright, I guess warp to the future when we're all level 50. We've been going for like 2 hours already, so we might as well just finish off this last quest. Junkarn is nigh ready to burst with excitement. Make the Viscount wait any longer, and there is certain to be a wardrobe malfunction. Lilibot tells me that you are nearly ready to open the sixth and final gate. Yes, I said final. We all know that there are 7 heavens, but opening the sixth is impossible. Well, except upon death, of course. An attempt to tune to the pole star would be sheer madness and will certainly spell your doom. Look at me, even now, attempting to the great Monica when it's obvious your talent far surpasses mine. Forgive me. Lady Libya has yet to depart for the location of the final gate. Doubtless she fears yet another band attack, but whatever the reason, she remains on the second floor and has asked that you visit her at your earliest convenience. Hi, Sensei. You have come far since that fateful day our paths first crossed in the Black Shroud, and now here we are on the cusp of your attunement with the sixth heaven. Time truly waits for no woman, does it? Before we set forth on the task, I wish to teach you of the technique known as synastry. By temporarily joining your fate with that of a companion, they will reap the star's benefit as you do. As a passable journeyman astrologian, you already wield sufficient control over Aether. You need only focus it upon establishing a bond with your chosen ally to achieve synastry. Alright, well that was quick. Alright, immediate superpower. Superpower, hooray! All my healers are wearing the same clothes. If it appears anxious, it might be in your best interest not to keep her waiting any longer. Be ready to attune with your final constellation. The location of the next lesson is actually not far. I assume your travels have taken you to Camp Dragonhead? Excellent. I, as always, will go ahead to make my final readings. If each of our previous outings are any indication, the bandits which harry us will most certainly jump at this opportunity, so I would have Quimprian scout the area ahead of time and report any suspicious activity up to the Knight's garrison at the camp. Let someone else bloody their hands for a change, I say. Feel free to tell Jennifer of our plans, though I do not doubt he already has some of his own. Alright, see ya. Let you know what's going on. Already departed? Well, then she must have leaped from the window, for I did not see her use the front door. Dare say that means we will be traveling alone. Of course I'll be tending. Why wouldn't I be? I mean, because you haven't attended like any of the other ones. Of course, immediate instance. Hello! Jumping right into battle. Bad things happening immediately. I heard it sounded like enemies are spawning. Monica and Jennifer? Well then, it appears giving my Constellation map to that astrologian in Rathros was unwise, as my readings for the location of the sixth heaven have proven slightly off. However, a second calculation has shown that we are close. The optimal location lies just to the north, appearing a derelict tower known as the Steel Vigil. You've the look of the learned about you. Might I ask if you've seen this star map before? It was on a person of astrologian who came to us seeking help after being attacked. Uh-oh. That is my map, the one I gifted the astrologian Rathfrost. Do you mean to tell me she was set upon again? Your map? Well, then I'm going to have to ask you to accompany me for questioning. The astrologian claims she wrested this chart from one of her assailants before escaping their grasp. Why would you assault the self-same woman you risked your life saving? Because she did not, my lord. Why would you even think something so foolish? This must be some sort of misunderstanding. I was present at the assault. We saved the young maid of which you speak from a party of bandits, and Lady Libba gave her a constellation map to replace the one damaged by her assailants. My Lady Monica here was also witness to these proceedings. Well, we have our own witnesses who say otherwise, so until we can have a trial and an adjudicator who can pass this judgment, this Libba will have to come in for questioning, for she herself has admitted the map is hers. It is all right. I have not to hide, and arguing here will not bring us any closer to the truth. Anything, I wish to confront this woman who would bring false accusations against those who saved your life. Very well then, take me where you will. I shall answer all of your questions, and you will soon learn who is spouting falsehoods. My friends, you need not worry overmuch, for I shall be in the company of Temple Knights where no harm might befall me. I'll return once I have proven my innocence. Alright. I guess it's just us then. Shenanigans? That was a shenanigan look. That knight was the self-same astrologian whom we saved in Mordona. The astrologian now claims we attacked her. Uh-oh. Are you saying the astrologian was a temple knight? No, listen, my lord, I'm saying that the astrologian is no more an astrologian than she is a knight. I'm saying we have been played, we've fallen victim to a ruse that has landed Leva in the hands of those who have been attempting to kill her since she set foot in Erosia. Then you are saying she won't be safe in the presence of those temple knights? Those weren't temple knights, my lord. However, they were wearing the colors of our knights most heavenly, and if we had to assault them this near the heavenly garrison Camp Dragonhead, we'd be stuck full of arrows before anyone asks us why we even drew our blades. No, we must shadow Lady Libba's captors and wait for an opportunity to take her back. How exciting! Can I take point? No, of course not. You just go on Dark Knight and take point. Whoa. I say we keep our distance until an opportunity to rescue Lady Libba prevents itself. Sneaky, and I say that is what I've been saying all along. Now, might I ask that you keep your voice down? It does not matter how concealed we remain. Sneaky, sneaky. Guess I do the part 2 and just waddle along. What would happen if I was like level 52 and just wearing all level 52 gear and just tried to murder them? Oh? Murder! Hey guys! Murdered your friend! Sneaky, sneaky. Why are you running on the spot? Oh, there goes one more. Whee! Murder. Jennifer's just like, I'll just stroll along here. That's right, run on the spot. Like, they don't see us at all. It's like big wide open area. Then airship I hear. So somebody trail off. He doesn't know the gravity of the situation. Murder. It's like, you're not being sneaky at all. These guys are obviously not Temple Knights, because Temple Knights are always a lot more alert, aren't they? You gonna go murder this guy? No, you don't want to murder him? I mean, if you want, I'll murder him. That's just kind of weak. Murder. Casual stroll, running on the spot. No entry. Alright, we were sneaky enough. Hello, red mage looking dude. Suspected these fools have led me straight to the answers I've sought since my arrival in this backwoods realm. If I'm not mistaken, my trusted companions should be arriving right about now. Whee! Nice to meet you. The moment you lift off in that airship, the whole land will know you are not true Temple Knights and you will be made to answer for your crimes. Dude has a monocle. Once we're in the air, it will not matter what everyone knows, you fool. We'll not be returning once we have slain you and your friends. No one shall stand in the way of my fate, especially not some dog's body of the forum. Alright, fight time. Oh, they're fighting right away and I don't even get a chance. There we go. Wee gravity! Oh, there's so much gravity. You guys got gravity to fucked. Pick up sealed missive. How about Mr. Iv? Oh, that's it? That was easy. Of course I knew the Temple Knights were false. I recognized the astrology and we saved almost immediately, and I find it insulting that they believed I would not. I also knew that they would lead me to the true perpetrator if I played along, fully aware that your loyal 3 would follow, and I'm pleased that you also knew that we would somehow crawl our way out of that little tussle with our lives, because I was certain for most of the journey. Uncertain for most of the journey. Well, I was certain I could make it, for the stars have already told me that she would unlock the 6th gate here at the Steel Vigil, the location we ended up at despite our unexpected ordeal. Your fate, Jenna Kennard, well, I never bothered reading it, for I thought you would skip this lesson like you have every other one. Mean, but she's not wrong. Pretty starry sky. Gaze upon the night sky and open your soul to the final constellation, the Spear. That's the spirit. The Spear is a gate to the 6th heaven, where the Fury resides in the palace of ice carved by her own spear. Ice formed of moonbeams collected by the lover Memphina. The Spear fills us not only with power to overcome our enemies, but also the compassion that is necessary to grant those same enemies mercy. And all the powers you are to see directed to those to whose fates require it. It is done. You have attuned yourself to the 6 lower heavens, and now that you know their strength, the true journey begins. Alright, now I gotta go back. Oh, the Spear blazes in the Welkin. New gate unlocked. Hi, Janny. Yeah, my congratulations. What has taken me more than 15 summers to accomplish, you have done, and more in a matter of moon. But our time together has taught me that, despite what we may believe they are, we all have our roles, and each role is just as important as the other. Without taking both Confrin and you under my wing, you would have never saved Libba from her assailants, meaning in a way I saved Lady Libba. Not that I am one to take all the credit for such heroism. Look at this missive. Nor should I take credit for this missive that never would have been discovered were it not for me taking you and quit. Ah, that cold stare. It fits this godforsaken this place. Point taken. Let us break the seal and see what why, this handwriting, I've seen it many a time before. It is mine uncle's, but that would mean... It would mean the highest-ranking astrologer in all Ishgard has been attempting to assassinate us. If the tribunal were to hear of this, he would be hanged. And a hanging will only earn us another ill-tempered orthodox astrologian unwilling to open his eyes to the benefits of our discipline. No, we can use this missive to our advantage. As long as this remains in our hands, so does the chief astrologian. Are you saying we use a missive to blackmail Fullamort? I am saying we merely grant the chief astrologian his life in exchange for little sense in furthering our just and noble cause. No more, no less. So, it is blackmail. I see you are quite the devil, my dear. Very well, I'll summon my uncle to the astroscope. Then we can present him with our offer. Yeah, teach that fucker a lesson. Dragons. I'm back. You done fucked up. Oh, you don't talk to Voldemort there? Oh, all the way up on the top of the tower. It's blackmail time. Why you gotta bring race into it? Why must you insist on pestering me? I gave you your letter, now leave me be. But that would not be the only letter you've written lately, would it? Perhaps you call a certain letter to the forum? A letter carried by a party of less than savory characters who attempted to kidnap Lily Bow and deliver her to Charlane's, not to mention kill me, my manservant, my good friend Monica here, who, you may have forgotten, is currently an honored guest of House Fortemps. A letter drawn up and signed by none other than you. Oh, but do not presume to misunderstand us. We wish neither your disgrace nor your death, at least not at our hands. In fact, we wish very little from you. Not, you might say, in the sense that you are to never again use your influence to hamper our efforts at spreading Charlene astrology here in Ishgard. Involve yourself no more in the affairs of me or my guests, and your secret remains safe. I will even forgive you for trying to have me murdered, if that is, you give me your word. It's not as if you left me with much choice, you have my word, but know that silencing me will not make your nonsense any more accepted in the vault. There are others who will see you fall, others who care little whether or not I speak my piece. We're fully aware of the peaks we have left to scale. However, we should not let that discourage us. I have been shown a path that I altogether plan on walking, and the stars shall guide my way. The stars foretold many things, my dear, and not even the best readers can see them all. Do not forget this. So you have silenced him, but to hear him tell it, he was the least of our worries. Yeah, fuck you, old man. Alright, come back to level 52. No, there's another level 50. Charlene ascending. So eager is Jennifer to talk with you, it is almost as if there were a great exclamation point hovering above his head. I mean, there is one. Now that Folomar has so graciously agreed to discontinue his meddling in our affairs, I believe we may find our peers and colleagues more receptive to our proposals. Perhaps I should begin with another trip to the vault to inquire about them, considering my petition to grant Lady Livell the opportunity to speak with the Conclave. We all have our strengths, Janakar. None will deny yours is convincing seemingly sane people to do your bidding. Monica here is a testament to that. I look forward to hearing of your progress. As for myself, there are still some questions I need answered. The first being, how exactly did Folomar come into contact with the Charlayan assassins? Quimbrain, attend me. I wish to visit Foundation and learn if there have been any sightings of suspicious foreigners. Yeah, there's one right here. I might suggest that Monica do the same here at the observatorium. Perhaps a second call to our new ally will help my uncle recall aught he may have permitted in the heat of the previous moment. Alright, I think this is like the other level 50 quest where it's just like starting a new quest line, which I have to do for every single fucking job. Hey, dingus. Seven hells, I really dare I ever see another Charlene. Please, I've done all you ask. What more do you want from me, blood? Or are you simply here to boast? Or if you wish to know how the Charlanes came to be involved in my scheme? I thought as much. If it was so important, why didn't your Lady Liva ask me earlier? Her head is so far in the stars, she fails to see what unfolds around her on the ground. Truth is, it was never my scheme in the first place. It was the Charlanes. They came to me not long after Professor Mace's ship was diverted to Thanalan. Yes, I said diverted. The pirates in the Strait of Merlthor, the magically manipulated storms off the Rotano. All these staged to prevent your friends from ever arriving. But when they did, the Charlanes were forced to change their plans. They required help hiring local hands discreetly, something they could not do as foreigners. I agreed to lend them my aid because I felt we both stood to benefit from the disappearance of Janakar and that foul chit. What an asshole. Ow. Ow. The Chief Astrologian, there is rarely a day when he isn't meeting with visitors from across the realm beyond. While this past moon, he has been entertaining guests with very distinct markings on their faces. I asked the Lord Folomar whence they hailed, and he only answered, the north. I guess I'm going all the way back. Best of the Astrologicum. Heyo, Charlanes came to him, that can only mean then that mine uncle was only a pawn in a much larger game. A game that began long before we ever became involved. Think back. The bandits in the Black Shroud and those pirates you described that attacked you in Limsa Liminsa, they all had strange facial markings, as did our false astrologian. There's not much, but perhaps Lady Liva will be able to make more sense out of it all. So by the time we have spent together, I have this feeling she has yet to be completely honest with us. Now, but look at me, a beloved relative tries to have me killed, and the next day I began doubting everyone. What a sad, sad state of affairs. Perhaps to clear my head, I should call on that fine young Viscountess visiting House Hanark from her family's stead in the Eastern Highlands. This information on Folomar's associates should be relayed to Lady Liva immediately. Would you be so kind? I seem to recall them saying they'd be questioning Highborn in the Pillars. Hello, my lady. Were you able to learn anything of important at the observatorium? Yes. Lord Fuller was not the one to hire the Charlans. Leadaville will want to know. What? She was right here. You lost her already? I must find her. I would not think any harm would come to her here in the center of the Holy See, but then again, that is what we believe back at Camp Dragonhead. I shall search the Hoplum. I ask you to search in the opposite direction near the last vigil. Old World Astrologian. Hello. I'm sorry, I think you have mistaken me for someone else. Oh, hello. If you're gonna leave and go somewhere, tell your bodyguard. He's gonna be bad. When you were speaking with Crimbrain, someone approached me from behind and placed a dag— Oh, okay, I guess that's why you left. I had no choice but to be led silently away. Luckily, my assailant led us down his guard when we arrived in the shadows, and I was able to deliver him a swift kick to the groin. I've been running ever since. So Flem wasn't the architect of the scheme to drag me back to Charlene after all. I had my suspicions. I was a fool to believe they would simply let me leave. Do you recall when I mentioned there were people in the old world intent on hoarding our nation's knowledge? Well, it appears that my efforts to train you and Janica have attracted their ire. Allow me to apologize. I have not been wholly frank with you about my reason for visiting Earth. The truth is I came here because of my father. My father dreamed of rekindling the Holy See's interest in Charlene astrology, believing that it would be of great benefit to the embattled people of Ishgard. He came here several moons after I was born, intending to remain for only a season. However, he never made the return journey. His dream was left unrealized, and his newborn daughter left without a father. Never once did I meet him, but every night when I look at the stars, I know that those are the same skies he too gazed upon, the same skies he used as a strength and guide. It was only natural that I followed his footsteps, in spite of the objections from my mother, who did not wish to see her only daughter lost as well. And here I am in Erzia, almost 2 decades later, pursuing a dream my father never lived to realize, a dream that has become my own. And now someone's trying to stop me. Well, just let them try, I say. Just let them try. Hello! A maiden of your beauty should not wander off without an escort. Monsters hide even in the shadows of the pillars. Maiden, flattery will earn you nothing, but I will accept it nonetheless. Tell me, what did the vault say to our proposal? They accepted it. We have been given official permission by the Holy See to conduct a symposium on the wonders of Charlene astrology with you as our guest speaker. Now come, let's hurry back to the Athenaeum and begin preparations. More than 15 summers to make ready for this moment, and now I only have a matter of days. Alright. Back to good old Janny. As I come back at a later level. This has been a most beguiling past few moons, I must say. I truly did not expect the turns my fate has taken. I suppose that speaks much to my capacity as a reader of the heavens. I'm not blind to what goes on in Foundation, so I will not claim that my life is in any way difficult, but that does not mean I do not have my share of troubles. However true they may be, being anything but first in line to a countship is not all horrors and rainbows. The Count only truly cares about his newly appointed heir, just like the rest of my family. They expect great things from him. From me, they expect nothing. For a long time I tried to prove that I could be as great as my cousin. It is why I went to Charlene. It is why I have tried to do things I had no business even trying. Then once I realized no one was looking, I simply stopped caring, my actions becoming more and more outlandish. Because at the end of the day, that is what everyone expected. But then you two walked through the door and helped me realize that maybe life is more than the coffin that has been fitted for me. Maybe the fate I believed was mine was not mine at all, and for helping me see that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Sweet. You may now start the Heavensward quests. Yes, 52. The requirements for undertaking subsequent quests can be reviewed in your journal. Alright, so lots of class quests done and up to 50 done for Astrologian. So next time I'll finish off to 50 for probably Dark Knight and Machinist. And then back to main story or more class quests. Thanks for watching! Did you like this video? If you did, like it, leave a comment, and share it. You can click on the left button to subscribe and the right button to watch more Lalafell adventures. Thanks for watching!